Welcome to Romania, my new home and my new ministry. This is my team, who I am so excited to serve alongside of for the next year. On May 30th, I left behind my friends, my family, and everything that I knew as home. I left in order to follow the plan that God had for me in Oradea, Romania. I came here confident in the Lord to lead me and use me for His kingdom's purpose, and over these past 2 months, my confidence has been reassured. On June 1st, my team and I arrived at our 2-story, 5-bedroom, fully furnished home, where we would be living for the next 6 months. Upon our arrival, it was amazing to see that God was so gracious to provide such great living conditions. And so it was. For the first few weeks, we worked as a family to establish this house as our new home. During my first month here, my team and I spent a majority of our time exploring the city and getting to know the area. It wasn't long before we also discovered the weather conditions of our new town. Though it's summer, it's still possible to find yourself in the middle of a rainstorm when you least expect it. Before we begin doing ministry, it's highly imperative we spend time learning more about Romania as far as the environment, the culture, beliefs, and more importantly, the language. We've begun our language lessons, and together we meet for 1 hour a day, 4 days a week. This is our instructor, Mihaela. Both her and her husband, Norby, have become great friends of ours, and were even generous enough to invite us to the countryside to show us what a traditional Romanian barbecue is all about. It turns out that the main dish consists of barbecued pig fat and a sausage-like link called mish, which is a combination of both pork and beef, something my team and I have grown quite fond of. So together we embraced the Romanian culture and we enjoyed our barbecue. This is Săbolciu, the village God used last year to direct my life to Romania. This village is the heart of our ministry, and our confidence is fully in the Lord to bring healing, redemption, and salvation to all who reside here. Each Sunday, we hold church services at an empty building in the middle of the village. We begin with worship, present a short message to the kids, followed by a sermon for the adults. During service, myself and a few others take the children outside in hopes to begin these first few months implementing listening and discipline. So far, it has been my greatest challenge. However, I have seen the Lord work in these children already, and together we have already begun to pray and worship. Although we have had our good days, there is far more work that is to come in order to teach these children truth and love towards one another. Not only do we visit Săbolciu on Sundays, but we've made it a priority to visit families in the village on a weekly basis during the week. In doing so, it's given us the opportunity to meet families who have not yet attended church, and it helps us get to know them on a personal level. Throughout our visits, we have been able to develop personal relationships with some of the men, women, and children of the village, which has now brought us to an open door of ministry. Sierra has formed Săbolciu's very first worship team, and Steve and Matt will be heading a young men's study group. As for me, I'll be working one-on-one with a good friend of mine named Salomea, who will be helping me lead children's ministry. Another investment we have begun to make is with an orphanage called CP2. Myself and 2 other teammates took part in CP2's week-long summer Bible camp. In all honesty, I was very reluctant to attend. It wasn't until the 4th day that I began to see my purpose in going. I personally helped tend to 9 boys, all under the age of 11. Every day began with waking them up, dressing them, and seeing them off to their camp group. It wasn't until bedtime, when I leaned over to hug them at night, that I realized how much love and affection was lacking in these children's lives. From that point on, my heart was filled with compassion to be the love in their life that they were missing. As the days continued, I found that the ministry I was beginning in Săbolciu would also be extended to the children in CP2. By our last night, over 20 kids and teens gave their lives to Christ. And from my own experience, I watched God swiftly answer prayers, save lives, reveal His purposes, and bless me with a new community of friends and ministry. Thank you so much to all of you who have helped me in coming to Romania and have committed your support throughout my stay. I am so excited in knowing that this is only the beginning.